Yo, 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 it's your boy Matty Ice coming at you live with the Week 3 State of the League. This week we got a very special guest, somebody who's near and dear to my heart, somebody who's shown a lot of heart this year, all right? Somebody who's like really put forth the effort. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to the one, the only. Let's go, baby. Let's get it. All right, so he's in there today. He's in there this week. He's getting wild, all right? He proved some haters wrong. He did what he did, all right? He showed the way he showed out. Before we jump into all that, though, you know, we got the drink of the week. Drink of the week this week is going to be Athletic Brewing, our own non-NA beer, all right? As good as it gets. Because, you know, that's the theme of this week. This week there was some sobering facts that had to have been swallowed by some people.
Very sobering.
We'll get into that here in a bit. All right, Matt's gonna cover the reviews for this week. Rightfully so.
You're too kind, man.
Rightfully so. You know, he's deserved it. And I'll cover your predictions. But with that being said, Matt, you're gonna take it away with.
Yeah. So what a week that we had. We had some pretty good matchups. You know, it's some people started first thing Sunday 1 o'clock, and everybody kind of went throughout the rest of the day. I know there's some teams who were loaded at that 1 o'clock, so it was like, we'll see what happens. We'll go ahead. We'll start ourselves off here with Creed's Casual Cartwheel and Corporate. It looks like Corporate just put the hustle on, and so much so that they were fighting to the very end to beat that median.
Yep.
Which we'll talk about the median in a little bit. We have some people to thank for that, but yeah, pretty good show up and show out. You know, I mean, Creed's Casual Cartwheel, you guys had some people that kind of, Garrett Wilson showed up for you, throwing up 21 points, which is a great showing. But Corporate had a more consistent team this week. So we'll see what next week holds. But I mean, quarterbacks were pretty much tied. It's just the running back game and a single receiver is really what just threw you out under the bus there. Creed's Cartwheel. So keep cartwheeling. You got this. Corporate, you're really sticking it to them. So next, we hottest in the office.
Oh, let's go. All right.
Hottest in the office.
We can go over that if you want to.
Yeah. So you win.
Another name change. My God, Toby, dude. No. Let's understand this one. All right, it makes more sense.
Tell me, what was going on for that one for you?
Honestly, Trey, I predicted you last week. Okay, I thought you had it in you. I thought that, you know, you were the one prediction this week that did not come to fruition. I was right 80% of the time. You were the outlier. I was pulling for you against myself, against my own intuition. I was pulling for you, and realistically, I'm Mr. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm just consistent. You know, I'm constantly in the 140s. You know, I'm not, you know, an outlier. I'm not, you know, Brandy. I'm not Mackenzie here, but I'm doing what I can, you know, with the 140s. Trey just is what it is. He's just not keeping up. Honestly, the nail in the coffin for him, the issue that he had was Michael Penix Jr.
Yeah.
That guy just could not figure it out, man. Didn't put up a single point on the board.
Lad didn't show up too much either.
Yeah, that is true. You know,
which can be concerning down the road.
And it's one of your WR1s, honestly. I mean, with George Pickens actually doing some work this week, he kind of covered down a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, Michael Penix, man, you can't really get over that. 7 points on a quarterback. There's not a lot of way to bounce back from that. Even though we've already kind of nerfed the quarterbacks in this league, it's still the focal point of all our teams. So, again, I think that's what really did you in, man. My defense is doing what they do.
Your kicker did good.
Exactly. You know, I had some good luck here and there, but it's very average. You know, I'm not going to put forward average numbers. If you can't beat the average, you're not going to win. It is what it is.
Yeah.
But again, I had you for this week. Didn't happen. That's okay. We can move on. I'm not even going to sit there and beat you up anymore, Trey. Or Toby. Sorry.
Tobes. Sorry. Toby, you suck. Toby, you suck. Suck it and a little stitious. Not superstitious, and she's really kind of showing everybody out right now.
She's looking superstitious.
She is putting a whooping on people, which is painful because she had Dak Prescott, and he kind of underperformed this week.
Yeah.
And Jared Goff really showed up for them. But, I mean, look at Nico Collins putting up a good result finally. Yeah. Nico's really there.
Finally.
You know, I have to say this too. Dak Prescott underperformed, but so did CeeDee Lamb.
Well, so what was he going to throw to then? You know what I mean?
And so did CeeDee Lamb.
So if he has nobody to throw to, that don't make sense. But again,
and she still won.
Still pull forth the
that is
over the median. What is going on right now?
That is
Hunter Henry put up 28 points. Like what?
I'm impressed I'm really impressed looking at this because CeeDee Lamb was he took it out, and then everybody else just shut. Your defense got 30 points.
Bombs. Okay, yeah, no, for real. I kept looking at her, honestly. On Sunday, I was like, this can't keep happening. It's got to stop at some point. It didn't.
No.
It just kept going up and up and up and up and up. And it didn't make sense.
Yeah.
So
great job. Next we have, let's go to the matchup of the week. Let's do that.
What was
we
the
had
matchup of the week? Let's see.
Ladies of the Night in Canada.
Sorry.
And the effing Lizard Kings.
We already knew what's happening there.
The Lizard Kings. You are proving to everybody you're a king. Jonathan Taylor, James Cook, Jalen Hurts, Puka Nacua. I mean, it doesn't matter that Zay Flowers didn't get anything last night.
2 freaking points, you know what I mean? But that's how it goes, you know, with wide receivers nowadays. It's all about the running backs.
But and ladies, with not being able to score any double digit or any high double digit points, it's going to be brutal for you. Which McMillan, Henry did not show up last night. He was actually probably doing pretty good minus the fumble. He was moving the ball, it's just that fumble kind of got to him, I think.
I got to you too, from what we could see, you know. With
Yeah.
the videos you put out the instructional. I hope your trip to Baltimore is going great, by the way.
2 hands.
I think that you really have some knowledge to impart to Derrick Henry, and I'd like to see the result of this visit, if you don't mind.
Yeah, but drive safe. Jay Krosky Merritt, Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter, I think he's getting used to playing both sides.
It's cool to see,
NFL.
though, honestly. Like, this is the first I've ever seen in my entire life where somebody's putting up points on both sides. And we're playing defensive this year, too, which is awesome. So you're getting points on both sides.
Yes.
With that being said,
he underperformed a little bit. I still think he's getting used to it, though. I do think he's a great grab and a great person to have because his energy really drives
it brings
the
something
team.
to the team.
Yes.
So he's going to find his way, I believe.
But, looking at it, the Lizard Kings blew it out with 156 points, and ladies, you guys had 113 points, which...
You got nobody to blame if you didn't make it over the median, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and the median was, 119.38, I think, is what it was.
It wasn't high, you know what I mean? It wasn't difficult.
No, but I think we do want to go to the real matchup of the week. So we'll just go ahead and get started here. We had... Laverne's Pies against Dwight's Ignorant Sluts. I mean, Laverne's Pies got boom roasted last night.
She don't want to hear it.
By Boom Roasted. It was a matchup that was going into the very end of the game.
I wasn't even involved in this game, and I was up till the middle of the night just watching this because,
yeah,
you know what, man? Like, everybody's got to have somebody to beat up on Leah. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? You're that person now. It is what it is. I mean, you know, you do what you do. You get out there. You start making fun of Holly. So you kind of, you made an enemy there. And then you start yelling at my son in the middle of the church about how you beat up his dad. Like, oh, man, you got to... At that point, you're enemy number one. I can't really do a whole lot about it. But I will say that I think that you are dangerous in the sense that you do have people on your roster right now that are going to go absolutely freaking nuts. And as much as I don't want to admit it, you know what I mean?
Omarion Hampton is gonna get his.
Thank you.
He is gonna get his heyday. He was on your bench, which is painful. 25 points in on your bench, but it looks like he's got a road to succeed with Najee Harris being out for the rest of the year and start of summer next year. But it wasn't all doom and gloom for you. San Francisco. Nick Bosa is out for the year. That didn't help you. And then San Francisco without him didn't help you either. Trevor Lawrence, listen, everybody will rag on Trevor Lawrence, but I think Trevor Lawrence is a good quarterback.
No, absolutely.
His receivers just can't catch.
That's his problem,
And I'm a Jags fan.
Yeah, and you have to have, both. I mean, you got to be a good quarterback. You have people that can get open. And if you don't have that, then that's what it is, no matter how good you are. We saw that with Daniel Jones, you know what I mean? That's more of like a O-line issue. But just because you're a good quarterback doesn't mean you have a good supporting cast. And I think at this point in time, Trevor Lawrence is kind of dealing with some issues, with the supporting cast. It doesn't say anything about him. But we're playing fantasy where results are what matters, not how good you are, not what everybody else thinks of you. So,
I mean, looking at my team didn't really perform absolutely great, but it performed just enough.
Some bright spots
at 120.97 to beat the median at what was the median?
119.
119.38. So
Sneaking
I got
over,
my
boy.
first 2 wins.
That's right.
What a great way to bring it in.
Absolutely. And
For
honestly,
Boom Roasted.
And it's not just the, what you put up for the week. It's also who you have on your bench, who can really bump you up. If you made some mistakes with your casting issues, there's a way to move forward if you have people who are putting in work on your bench, which both of you had.
Yeah.
Both of you had the win on your bench. You had your win on your bench, and she had the win on her bench. If you guys had played different people, would have been a different story. So that's always encouraging.
60 points on my bench?
Exactly.
Between
That's what
two
I'm saying.
people?
That's what I'm saying. So unless you're somebody who has like 5-6 points on each player on your bench, then you're really kind of hopeless. But both of you have it there. It's only going to get better. I wouldn't take it too seriously.
But speaking of performing, what we got for next week, man?
So what I think that we're going to do from here, let's see, let's get to our week 4 rankings. Nah, hold on. Give me 1 second. Week 4. So we'll start from the bottom up. We got the Lizard Kings versus the Little Stitches. This is the game of the week. This is the Battle of the Titans. This is the Juggernaut versus, I don't even have a name for Brandy yet, but she's going to get one here pretty soon, all right? You're going to earn it this week. You beat her this week, you get a nickname. That's the way it goes. All right, you throw in the Juggernaut, you might be the new Juggernaut. We'll see.
I feel like they're going to both beat the median. I could be wrong.
No, they are. They are. But it's like, who beats who? It's really what it boils down to. Brandy, I said I would never go against you again, but I think this time I'm going to stick with Mackenzie, all right? She's a little less volatile, so I'm going with Mackenzie on this one. You guys are both going to be above the median, but Mackenzie's going to take it. Again, Brandy, you can yell at me another day. I probably deserve it. Moving on up, we have Corporate versus Ladies of the Night in Canada, sorry. Jason, I see you trying to make some moves, you know what I mean, reaching out to people. Lauren showed some honest weaknesses this week. I don't mean that in a very derogatory way, but I think that I saw you as invincible for a bit, and I saw some weaknesses. You came back on Monday night with Jameer Gibbs. I was very, very not surprised by that, but I thought you would have been in a much better position than you were prior to that point.
Gibby did some work.
30 freaking points, man, out of
Gibby
nowhere.
Did some work.
You know what I mean? The whole running core did on that one. That was
Yeah.
freaking nuts. You know what I mean? You can't do anything against that.
Mm-mm.
So with that being said, I'm taking Lauren on this one. It's a girl-heavy league, man. I don't know what we're supposed to do, boys. We got to stand up at some point. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna need all of us to kind of take a step back and reevaluate ourselves on football fans. But these girls are just whooping our butts, dude.
Yes. Most of them are.
Yeah. He can't help himself. I'm sorry, Leah.
I gotta take it when I can get it.
Next, we got Boom Roasted with Priest Casual Cartwheel.
Ooh, yeah.
I've seen Holly get built up. People saying, "Oh, she's doing this." I think Matt's gonna be on a roll. He's on fire. Not just because he's sitting here, but because I do believe that he's gonna. There's a fire that's lit him right now, and he realizes that he could be up there, and he's gonna be up there.
I think, looking at her team, her team is a team that somebody should be scared of, right? Patrick Mahomes, Jamar Chase, Garrett Wilson. Alvin, golly, your team is a great team. I'm nervous. I'm nervous if I'm being honest, but I do think that if there's anything I learned, it's that they're finally starting to level out. The players are starting to level out, and
they're trying to figure it out. Selling the rhythms. They're trying to figure the defenses out, so it's a little more predictable, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Which is pretty typical, 3 or 4 weeks in. But it's so volatile to that point where I'm not saying these first wins don't count, but they're a lot more difficult to get because it's a crapshoot. You're guessing.
Yeah.
All right, so next we have Laverne's Pies versus Toby. Trey, I bet on you last week, bro.
I hope he can't keep the name Toby and win, right? Oh, you don't know. Last year we had a 10th team that was called.
All right, you guys had a Toby. Yeah, you guys had a Toby.
That lost every day. So
You're gonna change your name next week. All right? I believe
change.
you, Trey.
Name change.
That's right. You're gonna take it, Trey. All right. I'm sorry, Leah. I'm not riding with you again. You're public enemy number 1. As much as I want to believe in you, and I think that you're gonna show with the Martin Hampton, and you're gonna have some players kind of do better than what they've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
I think Trey's got this one. I think he's gonna finally do something with his lineup. You know what I mean? He's already predicted very well.
Yeah.
It just has to line up for him. It's not his fault necessarily, but I think he's gonna get it figured out. And last matchup, we shouldn't even mention it. Honestly, it's going to be a sweep anyways. It's Hottest in the Office. It's your boy coming through. with Suck It, you know. And this is a battle of the sexes here. This is the battle of the household, and
Yeah.
you know, I might have to sleep outside a couple nights. That's okay, you know, because I'm gonna come in with a W, both of them actually. It's gonna be above the median, and I'm gonna whoop her butt. I already predicted myself to lose last week. I can't do it again. I'm not voting against myself anymore because I can't. You know what I mean? The proof is there. I can't stop winning. You know. I got my butt whooped by Leah one time. You know what I mean?
It just takes once.
It just takes once. I'm snapped back. I'm done. You know, I'm not taking any more L's. That's it. Team Noel.
Team Noel.
With that being said, good luck everybody this week. If you guys are interested, you guys want to be the next special guest, let me know. If you guys think you got some insights, it's gonna be hard to replace, you know, my first special guest.
I mean, probably not, but I hope it's at a decent bar.
Coming off of such a great win too. You
Oh,
know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like the way he did.
That was a good one.
He's got to be the most hyped person in this league right now. You know what I mean? Catching that first W, just sneaking over the margin. It was beautiful. It was gorgeous. So,
2 wins, yeah.
Absolutely.
My first 2 wins.
And we're not that far into the season. It maybe have been a fluke the first 2 weeks. So I got you.
I agree with
I'm
that.
predicting you for the next few. I have to. You know,
Yeah.
we got to ride it out.
I'll take that.
All right. Take care, bro.
It's awesome.